Go as a River by Shelley Read. In 1940s Colorado, Victoria is 17 and lives on a farm where she's mostly been left to raise herself and do all the cooking and cleaning for her father, brother, and uncle since a tragic accident that killed her mother and other family members. Her life seems to be mapped out until she bumps into a stranger in town, and soon she can't get him out of her head, setting off a chain of events that will change all their lives forever. Go as a River is literary fiction and written from Victoria's perspective starting in the 40s, but going on with her life for several decades. It's sometimes very sad and filled with loneliness, but it's also often poignant and beautiful too. Victoria is a resilient woman who often connects with nature and beauty around her, looking below the surface of things where others are small-minded, gossipy, or care more about appearances. From the earliest lines of this book, there's a sense of foreboding and fate in this story that gives the whole a bit of grit and tension that I really liked. The opening image is of the town underwater, having been flooded to make a dam. All the inhabitants gone, but their past caught there as though under glass. It's a watery, eerie ghost town. And then there's something electric about the meeting between Victoria and Will. But even as she's telling us about the beauty of falling in love for the first time, she's also telling us that it's not going to end well. And it's all the more tragic because Victoria is so young and inexperienced. She doesn't realize that while she sees in Will somebody who is handsome and kind, the people around her can only see that he's Indigenous and what they think they know about what that means. The characters in this book all feel very vibrant and real, which the author shows us really nicely, with little scenes and memories that are telling about their character. She's also created characters that are not stereotypes or one-dimensional. There's not a sense of people being black and white or all good or all bad. The father doesn't say much and expects Victoria to work hard and clean for all of them, but he also shows a warm side unexpectedly later on in the novel. The kindly woman in town also spreads gossip about Victoria. The people in the small town feel very realistic. After all, people are often kind but ignorant and can be both thoughtful and cruel. That's not to say that I liked everybody in this story. Sometimes I hated them, but they were very realistic. While many things change over the course of the story, the peaches that the family has grown for generations are a constant. They're Victoria's legacy, her livelihood, but she is also like them, needing care, needing to be held back from budding and branching out until she's put down deeper roots, and also grown in soil that isn't traditionally the best for that kind of fruit, but blooming and creating something unique anyway. They are also the most unchanging thing in her life, as change and time sweep through the story. You can almost taste these peaches still warm from the sun as you read this book. But trees need water and people need to be loved. There's a lack of love and warmth in Victoria's life at the start of this novel, leaving her absolutely parched for it. And Will arrives and says early in this book that he will go as a river, a phrase she doesn't really understand until the end of the book. But if she is like her peach trees, he is like the water that they need to thrive. I liked this book. It was quite sad in places, even tragic, but not depressing, probably because the book doesn't descend into mawkishness, and because Victoria is a survivor, a resilient and kind personality. I also really enjoyed the landscape of this book, Colorado, the peach orchard, and the wild areas, and the descriptions of the small main street and the other farms. It really came alive for me as I was reading. This is literary fiction lush with the scent of the river and peaches warm from the sun. This one you will love to read if you like resilient female characters, small towns, and doomed love stories. It's beautiful literary fiction. And thank you to Penguin Random House for the copy of this book. You can check out some of my other videos. I also have another channel and socials, so you can find links below if you want more of that. And if you want to hang out again, remember to like and subscribe. And you can always leave a comment, let me know what you thought, or let me know what else you might want to see. Thank you.